I got a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night. And I love you guys, and welcome to an all-new edition of All Andy Alfred right here on Clayfan 2, 3. I am your host, Andrew Alfred. Gotta tell you, it was an interesting night last night. We got to go see WWE Monday Night Raw, which was a pretty good crowd. I mean, honestly, it was a sellout. And took some video. I'll probably post it online after we tape the show today. Be interesting to see what the actual attendance was last night and how much money was spent on merchandise, because a lot of people were buying a lot of stuff. $25 t-shirts, $6 sodas, $10 hats, $15 programs. It was just amazing to see that array of people, and it was interesting. I got to see The Miz, John Cena, of course, the Edge, Chris Jericho, and a few other people, especially Batista quitting. If you follow wrestling, this is a big moment. Bear in mind. But we really came here to talk sports, so let's talk sports. Cleveland Indians were a loser last night. What's new? They lost 7-2 yesterday. Masterson got the loss. He goes to 0-5 with a 6.13 ERA. Danks gets the win. He goes to 4-3 with a 2.37 ERA. Rios homered, and no home runs for the Tribe in front of 10,166. Took 3 hours. Now, 10,166. Doesn't that fill up Fifth Third Field? So basically, 10,000 people could have watched this game. If they could have played this game at Fifth Third Field, and 10,000 people still would have showed up. Tonight, the Mud Hens. We'll talk Mud Hens, by the way, because we'll get on to the White Sox and the Indians. Will begin with Game 2 tonight. Will be Peavy on the mound, 3-3 with a 5.74 ERA versus Max Talbot, who's 5-3 with a 3.88 ERA. It's at 7:05 on ST. Then Wednesday's a matinee game. It's at noon. It'll be Burley, 3-5 with a 4.55 ERA, taking on Jake Westbrook, who's 2-2 with a 4.56 ERA. That game will not be on STO. However, I did check into it, and it will be on WGN America. Hawk Harrelson and Ken Stone will be covering the game, so you get to listen to those two legendary broadcasters, and I think Hawk will go into the Broadcasting Hall of Fame in this person's opinion. Also tonight, the Tigers are back in action tonight, taking on the Seattle Mariners. I wonder if Griffey's going to be awake. I wonder if he's going to be awake. It'll be Verlander, 5-2 with a 3.43 ERA, taking on Fisher, who's 3-2 with a 1.96 ERA. It's going to be a good pitching matchup tonight. 10:10 is the start. It will be on FSN Detroit. And then tomorrow it will be 3:40 Bonderman versus Verges. Bonderman 2-2 with a 4.43 ERA. Verges 3-2 with a 3.08 ERA. And then after tonight and tomorrow, the Indians and the Tigers will both be off. And that's when our next show will be. There will be no show tomorrow, but there will be a show Thursday, recapping Tuesday and Wednesday's games, and there'll be a show Friday, and we're hoping to get a show on Sunday. Keep your fingers crossed. The Mud Hens were a loser last night. They lost 6-3 to the Syracuse Chiefs. Gardner got the loss. He goes to 1-2 with a 2.276 ERA, and Brennan gets the win. He goes to 2-1 with a 1.88 ERA. Save goes to Joe Peralta, his 13th save of the season. Interesting, it was 13,288 came out to watch Steven Strasberg pitch. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, and 1 earned run. Didn't walk anybody. He had 4 strikeouts. Interesting inning for him. Congratulations for him, or homered for the Syracuse Chiefs. His 6th of the season. Tonight at 7:05, it will be the concluding matchup of this series. We Max Scherzer 1-0 with a 0.00 ERA, taking on Chico, who's 1-0 with a 6.0 ERA. That's on 12:30 a.m. The Mud Hens will be off on Wednesday, and then they'll travel to Buffalo on Thursday for a 4-game swing, which sees them play the Buffalo Bisons for 4 games Thursday through Sunday, which brings back to this. Mud Hens will be home Monday, and it's a 5 o'clock start. I'm hoping to be in attendance. I'll keep you posted on that. That's all I'm giving you right now. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Flyers. They beat up on the Montreal Canadiens 4-2. Philadelphia's had 27 shots on net, 26 shots on net, and Halak was the loser, and Leggington was the winner. He stopped 25 of 27. Starts up with the Stanley Cup playoffs. Game 1 will be Saturday night at 8 o'clock. That is against Philadelphia, taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. 8 o'clock time. It'll be Kate Smith versus the Oregon. Jonathan Taves versus Chris Pronger. The front line for Phoenix taking on Patrick Kane and Marian Hossa. It'll be interesting to see how this NHL playoff series, the Stanley Cup, finds out. It's a 2 versus an 8 seed. 2 versus 7, excuse me. Because the 8 seed was Montreal. Sorry. Apologies. Recommendation of the night. American Idol. Tonight is the last night, the last performance of Crystal Bowersox. She'll be doing 3 songs. Usually that's what the finale is, basically. It's 3 songs. And she'll be doing 3 songs. And we support Crystal here on All Andy Alfred, even though I love to interview her. Actually, we do have an audio clip of her that I received from a friend of mine. We'll play that clip for you tomorrow on the Thursday show if she does win. It comes from last Friday's parade. We'll see what happens. Keep your fingers crossed. Remember, there will be no show on Wednesday. There will be a show Thursday, show Friday, and we'll see what happens with Crystal. We support Crystal Bowersox totally. From all of us here at All Andy Alfred, I hope you have an excellent day. And remember, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together, and especially the Tigers, the Indians, the Mud Hens, the Flyers, the Blackhawks, Crystal Bowersox. Victory is sweet when you have tasted defeat. Go Crystal!